It's King Drip It On, and I'm here with another Assassin's Creed Shadows video. This isn't gonna be a gameplay, even though I'm gonna have a little gameplay in the back. Let's just call it a snippet of what I would normally have. I will have a video out later today, but right now I wanna make a review on the game from a perspective of a person who started playing, and mostly all the reviews I've been hearing about the game has been mostly backlash or just them saying, well,
Oda
the
men could be
visuals
anywhere.
are gorgeous, but I hate the voice acting, so it's unplayable, or saying
Stay hidden.
something on the lines like, just because you're trash at
They'll kill
fighting
me if
as
they see me.
Naiwe, or the fact that you
Kagetora?
can't sneak
The
as
Oda clan are
Yusuke,
monsters.
the fact that they don't play that much as one character or the other, that the game is bad. And to be fair, I could say the game isn't perfect. I can honestly say that, but that doesn't mean this game is bad. I can honestly say this game has a great story because it has, I'm not gonna say, I won't lie, just gonna say great story. Voice acting is 50-50. Some shit, and some actually pretty decent. If you want to see this game, how they really aspire to make it, change to Japanese, and I promise you, everything will come out beautifully. All the words will come out and hit together, and you will honestly sit there and say it's a different game. But if you're someone like me who loves dub more than sub, I can honestly say that it gives you that. Not every anime that you watch will have perfect voice acting.
What?
This game
What's
is the same
happening?
way. I wish it's
Why is this
for the
happening?
$70 you spend on it. It
I
does,
begged
but
Juliet for
like
this. To fight just to
for
kill? What
now,
have I done?
I can honestly say that everything is pretty decent. The gameplay, I honestly could say I love it. That's one of the things I want to talk about first, like the gameplay.
I'm
First
covered
thing
in
I want
blood.
to say sorry. I wish I
No,
could have
one of us had
put
to
this in
die.
a video, but
I had no choice.
I guess it is, so I can't really
Did they hear
complain.
me?
But when it comes to like the gameplay, you see how we have our sneaky missions as Nawe, and most of Yosuke's missions are straightforward fighting missions. They give you the choice to switch between both characters, so you're not stuck doing one or the other. Now, if you want to play like how I'm playing, I'm going to be mostly using Yasuke because I love the brute
Was that Momochi
and
Sandayu?
fighting nature of him. Being able to slice through and beat up every character sounds smooth, and knowing that I don't have the patience for non-stop assassinations, I'm not going to go the assassin route. Even though some routes, sometimes it's more fun.
If I have to kill again, I'll be ready. I'm getting closer. Are they everywhere?
I don't know if I should
Don't look
fight.
back. Just keep going.
I don't know if I'm fighting this guy or not. I'm not. Okay. I'm not gonna hold you from the last part I was playing from. I don't know what was going on,
Iga does
but
not know surrender.
I did turn on a few things that a lot of people probably complain about, like the rhythm thing. I'm not good at rhythm games. I am trained at them, so I did make them all automatic. But the fact that you guys sit here through them, I'm not gonna hold you. Even when you make them automatic, you sit there still go and wait for them to get done. I wish that during those rhythm games, if I press the skip button, you could just skip. You don't have to just go through all that bullshit and time wasting, especially if I'm already sitting here saying that I don't want to play it. But other than that, the fighting is beautiful. You're gonna always get me blazed. But I hear people complain about like the way that you're stuck as Naue, and because she's a weaker character, you're forced to get into fighting altercations. Just because we play her in the first half doesn't mean we're stuck as her. And then afterwards, if you're still feeling like you should play strictly Naue, you shouldn't really complain about getting stuck in
I killed
combat
him too.
situations because
He
of the
was
fact
as
that
big
you
as a...
wanted to
Are
play
you
that.
hurt? Answer
Now,
me.
honestly, me, I love both.
This is
I
not
think
my
they're
blood.
both
She's
amazing.
now.
Like
Yes.
all around. I find Naue being able to switch from assassination and combat is perfect for her, especially if you get the right weapons. The RPG experience might not be for everybody, but I do love it, and I've been waiting for an RPG like game like this to come out. I was doing the meditation shit. Yeah, those meditation events are kind of crazy. If you want to see what I got for our humbling duo, I did end up getting more weapons. All the weapons, if you don't have in the beginning, you could go to the store and buy. Outfits you could go and buy. You can really customize your character any way you want. And they all, and like I could say, like you see how he doesn't hide in the grass. Doesn't mean he doesn't get the same effect. You can be stealth with Yasuke. You can do all the things you can do with Naue with him. The only thing is you're not going to get the same effects because he's bigger. He's the combat character. If I wanted to play a whole gameplay on expert difficulty with expert everything, and then I sat here on some shit, said, oh, I'm going to be Yasuke the whole time and I'm going to play hard assassin. Doesn't that sound like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to in the game? Yeah, of course it's going to be challenging. I'm using a combat character that can't do half the assassination moves or tricks, who can't balance, who can barely run when he's on certain things. Yet, I can use, like, I can still use them for it. It's just not going to be the same experience. It's going to be harder. Same thing for Naue. Like, I could use her for a brute force attack. I could get into those fighting experiences, but I gotta, like, also understand that she's not the character that he made for it. She is the assassin character. She's supposed to be there doing her assassinations, and she's supposed to really be the sneaky one. So, like, to hear people kind of, like, complain about that, it's confusing to me. It don't really make sense. It just makes it seem like you're complaining about it because of the fact that you will wish that, because I know Yasuke was like a big thing that they kept showing off over and over, saying how much he will be in the story, how important he is to the story. I know a lot of people are disappointed from the outcome from where he is, but to be fair, like, again, he's only as relevant as you technically bring him. If you don't use him, he's not going to be relevant. If you use him, he's going to be relevant. I don't see a lot of the complaints as big problems to me because for $70, yeah, a lot of the things can be implemented as annoying, not worth it, or they could fix, or they need to fix. But to be fair, I'm hearing people say stuff like that, but not mentioning, like, alright, I could say this. when it comes to Valhalla, like I said in my previous video, they had a big map. This isn't nowhere close to Valhalla side. Probably close to Odyssey, and I can honestly say it's not that bad. But to make us run these hours, like to spend 25 minutes straight just running and be locked off in certain areas, having to traverse through each areas just so you can get through the quest, I find it annoying because it doesn't seem like it's worth it. Like the run to sit here, I would ask for like more skips for our scouts so we can constantly rush through that because what's the point? Or that the follow the road feature that they had in previous games. Now, I can say I do have some dislikes in this game that I would be coming from. The wanted system, I wouldn't say it's a full dislike, but it's something that I find annoying. Like, the wanted system is something that I feel like they could have simplified more for like Odyssey and like Valhalla, like how they had those games. They made it more like there was an area where you was hated in, and you could easily pay off that area so you are no longer wanted in that area. Now you can go to the fucking hideout thing, and I'm pretty sure you could remove the wanted. But again, like for me not to be able to pull up my map, get rid of it completely and not have to worry about it, again, that's kind of annoying. Like I'm not saying it's a game feature that ruins everything for me. It's just an annoying feature. Same thing for the road thing. And I feel like if you really want this game to sit here and sell Ubisoft, I feel like you should focus on the replayability and the time that people have when they actually play it. How to make their experiences more fun. Make it worth their while so you can actually sell more copies. People are dead ass preying on Ubisoft downfall because of the fact of past transgressions that they had in games. And honestly, I can't blame them. It's Ubisoft. But this is the first time in a while, in a long ass time, that I could say Ubisoft has dropped a game that I actually fully enjoyed and I fully expect myself to play all the way through. And I don't know if everybody else feels the same. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. But when you look at the fighting style, the moves, the ability to, oh, someone's attacking me because I'm not attacking back, I can switch off to weapons. I can sit here and use whatever I want. This is a personal thing, but I honestly believe if I get my rifle, a headshot should do a lot more than what it does now. But again, don't want it to be too overpowered. When it comes to me, I'm the type of person that would say like my main problem with the combat is that it can get annoying. You don't feel like you should die in certain situations, or when you do feel like you're dying, you still end up coming out swinging. I feel like the parrying is so easily given that sometimes it's hard to die in certain situations. Like, you can honestly say what I'm saying is sometimes the fighting comes out too easy. But again, the reason why I feel that way is because mostly I feel like I play Yusuke more. Hell, I play him way more than I play now, but when I play her, I still feel like when I get in the roll of things, I end up demolishing and I'm not like it's hard for me to get killed until I just run out of rations and some random bullshit kills me. But I can honestly say I don't have that many things that I truly dislike.
The
Like
soul.
something like this would
The
honestly be
sword
it.
is the warrior's own hand.
I miss
Each
having
movement
mini
but a reaching
games
out to
that I
touch.
was
To fear
able to fall
defeat
in
is to
love with,
grasp
like in
desperately for
Valhalla. They
control,
had those
and
dice
thereby
games
risk
that were
being
fun as hell.
controlled. To reach out
And
without
Valhalla, you could have the
grasping.
rap battles. You
Do
could
you
sit here and
understand?
go around and get as much play as you can in fucking Odyssey. I know, like, it's all stupid stuff, but it still was fun. This was something that I found annoying. It wasn't fun for me. It just seems like a chore. And the reason why I put it as auto, because I could get past it so much faster and get into the story. The main thing that I would rather get into. But I do honestly say this will show you combos with your sword and whatever other weapon that they will get you to use. Honestly will say, if you don't know how to use the weapon, this will be the best way to win. But I can say that you can also learn by using it, by actually going out and trying the weapon. The sword is overpowered in the beginning because both characters have their sword and they're basically unstoppable with them. Once you get the other weapons, once you go out their range and like try the rest of the stuff they have, you realize how fun these characters can honestly be. Hey, a knowledge point. Now, the skill tree would probably be the last thing I would mention. Now, the skill tree seems like a jumbled mess. For the first part, you gotta realize that whatever build you have, it can fit the certain situations you're in, and it can make your time very easier. Duh, that's what the skill tree is for. But for the way that I look at it, honestly, compared to certain ones like Valhalla, the skill tree was so big, it was so extra, I didn't know what to level up. And Odyssey, there was only the special moves that I wanted because of the fact that there was so much stuff you had to get through the like special moves. It seemed so annoying. Now, with this, I view it, we have two characters and we could focus on either or when it comes to the skill tree. Now, you could play like most other people and you can split your characters up and think of it like, oh, I'm gonna mostly play Yasuke. That's fine, again. But don't forget that when there's missions for assassination, they hard lock you on now, and you barely know how to play her. You barely have her leveled up. The only person you could blame is yourself. Like, I could honestly say the same thing for me though. Like, I feel like because of the fact that I love using Yasuke so much, I might forget about now and then again, and that might mess me up. Like, she is an overpowered character, especially if you get some of her weapons early on. I can honestly say, if anybody who watches my videos love this game, get this. I can't tell you where I got it from because I don't know where I got it from. Look up a video, and that's probably the best weapon you could get in the game right now. It's basically a 2-shot to 3-shot weapons on regular enemies, and if you keep spamming the heavy, you can end anybody you want. Her katana is probably the second most useful weapon. Other than the Tanto, I love the way that her fighting is mixed with her hidden blade. The katana just comes out with more damage, so it does seem more useful. And don't forget, because it's a RPG, it's level based, and once you get to a high enough level, enemies start feeling like fodder. So the fact that I also hear certain people complain about, oh, I feel so weak as now, I really honestly believe that you're still early in the game. And if you complete the whole game and you still feel like she's weak, I don't know what to say. Maybe you might be right. Maybe you might say "Mm, she's trash or it's not worth playing her or whatever, but that's honestly how you feel. Maybe the game wasn't for you. It is what it is. But for the people who actually like this game and the people who are interested of getting this game or is just scared because all the reviews are just talking trash because they don't really know certain gameplay points. Like one thing I've been hearing in many reviews that been frustrating me is I haven't played the game yet, but the gameplay that I looked on made me not want to play it. And then they will go into brass detail for why they don't think the game is good. Then the ones I do hear playing it are just like me. And like I said,
You're too far away. I
I'm
need to be
giving this
quiet.
review as a person who only played around the first bit,
Good
the
view from
first
here.
half, so I can't act like I know everything about the game. But for how much I played, I enjoyed it, and I do honestly see me going back to this game to play it. And there's not an abundance of games that I would go back to play. I don't know how it is for y'all, but shit, I can honestly see this game
Perfect.
being one of them. As long as the prologue doesn't get too gaudy or boring to me, I can say this game, probably one of Ubisoft's best games they had yet. But because of the backlash that I'm hearing on it, it might be one of their last. And because of the high price, I would say if Ubisoft does something very drastic, like I could say the Battle Pass is also last in this, but most of the cost-effective things in this game you really wouldn't see unless you're looking for it or really that. Like imagine taking away all the paid transactions and all that. Most people would sit here and say this game is now perfect, amazing, all that bullshit. What about the people who would like to get those exclusive skins, would like to get the like things that no one else can get? The true fans who are willing to spend all the extra money for the game. Not saying I'm one of them, really. I'm looking at some of the extra skins they have in this, the extra stuff, and I'm not really interested unless they come out with something as decent as the Valhalla stuff, even though I still blame Valhalla for having cash grabbing things that overlook the game. If you gave me something that can make the game more fun, that gives me a special move, or something that's almost overpowered but can be balanced, shit, I'm all in for it. But the impossibility of that is hard. If you could take away all the cash transactions in this game, I will honestly say this game can be amazing. But really, I can't really say that they're a big focus on me. Like, I don't know if anybody else have like something they would want to add, because honestly, in this game, I don't think there's that much wrong I see with it. I already know the voice acting is ass. I know the paid transactions are ass, and being able to go from point A to point B is ass. But other than that, there's beautiful scenery, amazing experiences and interactions that you can actually have in the game. You can complete a lot more than you think in this game. And if you turn on the right things in the settings, you don't have to go through all the bullshit exploration and all that. But if you do, you can keep it on. There's a lot of things that I'm happy they
I
have
stole these
a
things for
choice to
you.
do and don't.
Couldn't stay away from me, could you?
Shut up! All of Yamashiro can hear you.
Want a shiny new katana?
Mm. I want to end the video here. I would say I will have another review when I finish the game. As a person who actually completed the game, I can give you a review from before and after and have y'all judge if y'all should truly get the game. Hopefully I finish this game early so y'all can have an earlier judgment, but y'all can watch my gameplay and see if the game is honestly worth it in y'all opinion. But till then, peace.